What's up, all you stars and studs? It's the 10th wonder of the world, Jake Smith.
I'm your dad bod demigod, Joey Mayberry, but this week you can call me champion.
Oh my god, I was gonna say, I hope you brought your belt with you.
I did. Of course I'm gonna bring my belt with me. Did you see my Facebook status I posted earlier?
I did. It made me laugh. Yeah, that's
made
awesome.
my day. Like, to get recognized by my Uber driver, which then it was just like awkward because then I'm like, oh, now you want to talk women's wrestling the entire way back to my house. So
no. What do you think about Rhea? Oh my god, that's awesome. So wait, do you like have to hold on to the belt, or like are you supposed to leave it there?
So, like promotions like vary. Like a lot of them would like you to take it with you so you can like promote it, which I also want to take it with me because it's something cool to show off and like have in your house.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, the thing is too, like especially like you social media maven, like you should like be promoting that shit. So
I am. I'm just kind of like excited to have it. I love having a belt. It's just kind of like, look what I did. I did a thing.
I like your belt. My belt is Gucci, but yours is much nicer. So you know my affinity for large buckles.
Yeah. Oh, I want to circle back into one thing real quick.
Yeah.
So like my favorite thing is when because I'm sure you've met people who like know you from the internet.
Yeah.
And I love when they're like, so what do you think about this thing? And it's like, you watch the show. Like, you know what I think. Like, okay, let's do this discussion, I guess.
The good thing on my end of things, I've fortunately shifted, like, I guess the way I brand myself to be more classic women's wrestling now. It used to be like, oh my god, I love the Bellas. I still get a lot of that too, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But like, it's so cool now because like I get like, and I really like just talking about this more, like stuff about like China and Sable. Like I ran into someone at the bar the other night and they were like, oh, I listened to the podcast and stuff like that. And they were like telling their friends, they're like, he does a wrestling podcast. And they're like, but it's like about like the girls like Sable and stuff like that. And he's like, I love Sable so much. Like, and like, it was like, it was so, and I love that. It depends. I don't like talking about current product because honestly, I skim it. So, like,
I mean, I just watch the women's stuff, which really works,
same.
You know, because it's like ring the bell. That's what I do.
Yeah.
But like the thing that always irks me is just when people want to go, okay, let's talk about backstage politics and what Vince McMahon is doing.
I don't care.
Triple H and the booking. I'm like, I get the whole booking thing, but like people think they know so much more than they think they know. I have like a prime example of it. So there was this comment on the last Ring the Bell video. We talked about the releases, me and DS. And someone leaves this comment and they're like, you could see DS is getting annoyed with Joey. That's why he cut the video early. And I was like, you think you know so much? That video was 30 minutes and edited down into 14 minutes.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. People are so stupid. Like,
it just blows my mind, especially in wrestling, like how much people think they know about what's being presented to them.
Right.
Like, oh, I know the production. I know what's going on behind it.
At the end of the day, I think people also just like forget, like, this is a show.
Yeah.
Like, just enjoy it for what it is.
This is the greatest show.
Like, I don't know, like politics and anything. Like, it's so funny. I saw like. See someone like I guess like someone who got released like Rick Boogs or something, and like they were like backstage politics or like why he got released, and I saw someone comment, did he vote for Trump? I'm like, oh, they don't know what that term means. Okay. So it's just like, okay. So
I also enjoy that statement. It's like backstage politics is why I got released. Yeah, that's called like behind the scenes work. That's what it is.
Like, dude.
I love stuff like that. Like people just want to assume so much, and I love the internet, but also I kind of hate it.
Oh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. I'm obsessed. But guys,
people talking about our podcast.
Yeah, guys, you know what? But this is not the Backstage Politics podcast. This is the Golden Era podcast, where Joey and I talk about the WWE Women's Division of the early 2000s. It's a rewatch of all of your faves. Ooh, just hit something. And this.
You went for that microphone. That just made me think when I used to do stand-up, that was my opening bit. I was like, well, I'd like walk up with the microphone and I'd be like, okay, I'm so sorry if I mumble into this thing, because when I see something that looks like this, my first instinct is usually swallow it. So
that's good.
And then the follow up is, I can't help it. It's big, black, named Mike. It's Michael Heights. It's like my
my
type,
God. So like I think well, like I have like a very makeshift like thing here. So like every week, like just see, and like I can't even hold it right. Just like prop, like I have this like
yours
stack.
on a shoebox too?
No, this is actually the box for China side plates. And then like I have like the Bella's book, and I have my notebook for work.
So mine is on top of a box of old school, like, well, it was like these old school running shoes that I have, but now it's got like little trinkets in it. And then underneath it is this Power Rangers box that had like this limited edition stuff in it, but now it's full of Pokemon cards.
That's awesome. Oh my God, I love that. We have these like shit setups. It's like high quality production. So, all right, guys. All right. Well, this week we're talking about the week of January 5th, 2004. Ooh. Oh my God. I'm like, I already like when typing up the notes, like I wrote 2003 so many times. Sorry guys, if there's like this light going through my head, I'm just like, I'm trying to avoid it, and I don't think I can. And it has been like, ask Joey for like 10 minutes before we started. I was like, I can't figure out this fucking
I was just sitting here with my bottle of wine, just like sipping from the top, watching you go.
It's bothering me. I don't want to like look like touched by an angel the whole time. Like,
I love that show though.
Oh, Tess, we gotta help them. All right, okay. Let's go.
Let's be professional.
So guys, Victoria is out. Guys, it's like we're watching Heat. Victoria is out with Steven Richards to take on Test tonight.
I also enjoy she's like debuting her face walk down the ramp now.
Yeah. Like a little pep in the step. She's busted out some more fun clothes. She's got this like white outfit on with like silver speckles everywhere.
She did look speckled.
And Test is on Raw, and he like comes right in the ring, and he like chases Victoria out of it.
Yeah, she moved too. She's like, whoa, no.
Yeah, like runs. It's a very different side of Victoria we're seeing with this. It's like, it's funny because like I feel like as a face she gets like slightly less unhinged.
Yeah.
Because like now she's like, I'm normal. I found medications. So,
I don't know why my first thought was like the little Zoloft thing, but for some reason the only medication name I could think of for a second was Abreva, and I'm like, that is not the name.
She got cold sores. No, she's that commercial, you know, like the one where they hold like the stick, the smiley face on a stick, like for the antidepressants. She's that now. So, but anyway, so Tess is like, you know, beating around Steven Richards. He gets a slam on him at one point, and then he like tries to grab Victoria's hand.
Yeah, and she's like, no.
So like, it was really weird. He was like trying to pull her in the ring. It was so strange. But then, you know, of course, Tess later in the match, he signals for the boot.
I love that he says it every time.
Love it. Like I really when the first time he did this, we were like, I don't remember him doing this. Now I'm like, oh my God, I'm so glad he does it all the time.
Also, like, I don't remember Test being as prominent in the women's stuff as
me either.
Like we talk about Test every week.
We really do. Like, this is the Test podcast. So, but then for some reason, Victoria decides to jump up on the apron, and Tess changes directions and goes to kick her. But she hops down, and they're like, oh, I can't believe he was going to do that. I mean, to be fair, though.
Can you not?
Yeah. Like,
do you watch the show? Like, he beats up women regularly.
Yeah, like I was like, it's his thing. He just loves abuse of women. He just loves it. We don't love it, but we have to talk about it all the time. So so anyway, so Richards rolls him up for the win. Test loses to Steven Richards in a upset victory. And Victoria is like so proud of Steven Richards. She's like, yeah, he did it. He did this. He won.
Also, I question her like thought process, because I'm like, girl, why did you get in the ring with him? Like,
crazy. Like, he just tried to assault you multiple times in this match.
Yep.
And then he does.
Yay!
So she turns around and eats a boot. Big boot to the face of Victoria from Test. And Victoria is out cold, maybe deceased. So
yes, I've lost my head.
And like Richards like goes crazy on Test and starts like wailing away. And then like all these EMTs come out. Victoria's out for like a few minutes. And the best part is like the EMTs are trying to help, but Steve Richards is like, get away!
Yeah.
Get away!
Also, one, we know how I feel about Steven Richards at this point based on everything currently, but also Steven Richards attacking Tess, that crowd gave two shits. They did not care.
There was no interest. They're like, okay. They're like, who they?
Who they?
Who that? Yeah, so anyway, so Victoria is out, and she was supposed to have her women's championship match tonight. She won on Heat a few weeks ago. But Molly Holly comes out instead. She's got her little red and black top on. She's like,
she looks oddly like a Black Widow.
She does. And she's like, now to be clear, since Victoria can't compete tonight, and I can, I guess Victoria loses her title shot, and I officially become the winner via forfeit. Lillian, declare me the winner.
Love.
And Lillian's just like,
declare her the winner, Lillian.
But then Teddy Long shows up on the screen, who I guess is GM for the night.
I don't know. I was gonna ask you. I was like,
yeah. So apparently, for some reason, because of this whole Stone Cold Eric Bischoff mess, they'd have an interim GM for the night, and it's Teddy Long. Okay. I think this was like a teaser to see how he would do as GM of SmackDown. Like maybe they're like testing him for the role.
I guess so, maybe. But like, can you just put him over on SmackDown? Because Paul Heyman's not doing so hot. Like,
no, it's not good. And he's like, now hold on, no one's declaring anything. I see the dealio with Victoria. She can't go. So I was like, oh.
I love that you're trying to do a Teddy Long, but you just sound so Caucasian.
I can't. He's hard to do. Wait, where I lost my spot. Wait. Oh, he's like, but you know what? There's nothing I love seeing more than two white girls beating the hell out of each other. So, Molly, tonight you won't be defending the title, but you will be in the ring with another white girl. Yay! And they'll be getting it on right now. You heard?
Someone watching this on YouTube, please screen cap that and make it a thing. I need that. Just like, you heard?
So, Trish's music hits, and Trish comes out. She is the opponent for Molly Holly tonight, and Trish gets her ass beat for a good couple of minutes.
She really does. This match, okay, so I know that we say this often, like, this is a match that I would never have recalled, ever. Like, no. I'm just sitting here thinking about, like, wait, what?
I really don't recall anything that happened in this match. Well, first of all, Trish, when she's going to get in the ring, picks a pretty good bump, too, because Molly, like, runs and hits her with a knee, and Trish, like, remember when Lillian Garcia went flying off the apron? It was like that.
Trish was, like, overselling a lot in this match.
Yes.
Like, that little hair pickup thing that Molly did where she like picks her up by the hair, I was like, Molly's not that strong.
Where Trish went like flying into the stratosphere. Back there.
She jumped up off that mat. I was like, how? She did not lift you above her head, Trish.
Yeah. Like also, like if that was the force, you'd probably be lost some hair. Trish is overselling a lot, and Molly with some suplexes, some chokeholds. Trish comes back and then she does like her weird roll-up thing again too. I hate that roll-up. Sorry.
I kind of love that roll-up.
It's fine. It just seems so out of place and unnecessary.
Like from the Stratisfaction?
No, I like that. The other one, she did the one where like Molly was on the ground and she like does like a twirlies over her body, and like it was.
Oh yeah, that was the one I was talking about. I like that. I think that's fun.
I don't know. It was weird to me. I like the Stratisfaction roll up. That one was fine.
That one made me irritated.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Because here's my thing. I'm like, if you're able to like hit her with the setup for the Stratisfaction, why would you go into a sunset flip?
Yeah.
Like, just hit her with your finisher.
That's true. That's true. But and then I was so mad she wasn't in the ring because that chick kick from the apron was great.
Yes, it was.
Really good. But Trish is not able to capitalize because as she's climbing the rope to do something, Jazz comes running out and throws Trish off the apron. Jazz is back.
Jazz is back.
We love it.
This is not the return I would remember. Like, I don't remember.
No, well, to be fair though, I think her 2003 return overshadows any other Jazz return so much because it's so iconic. Like,
right.
And I mean, and this was actually like kind of similar. She like beats the crap out of Trish, throws Molly out of the ring.
It actually is incredibly wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throws Molly out of the ring, does the bitch clamp, like walks around with Trish in it, and like throws her on the ground. That's why I'm the best.
And I'm sitting there. I know who runs out to make the save, but all I was thinking about was like, where's Lita?
Lita wasn't even on this Raw, which is
weird,
odd. Yeah, I don't get it. Sure.
That's why I don't recall this Raw.
yeah, it was a weird Raw. So Trish, Jazz locks in the STF, and Trish is screaming in pain, and Chris Jericho runs down to make the save. I do like that his tights were matching Trish's outfit.
I like that. I'm starting to I'm getting aboard the Chris Jericho train here because I don't know. Also, I think Chris Jericho in this era was a little dreamy. I'm not even gonna fucking lie.
Okay.
That's fine. We can
it's fine. You know, this was okay. I hate when he cuts his hair like that. Like that length, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So
sometimes we have differing tastes. Like one thing that we've been solid on is Test and gray shorts.
Yeah, Test and gray shorts. Oh, bring him back. Bring him back.
Bring him back.
So Chris helps Trish up after Jazz leaves, and Trish is like, get away. And she's like walking through him. I'm not stupid.
I loved that.
Yes. I was like, you're not, girl. You see right through him. And Jericho's just like dejected in the ring. So then he's in the back. And okay, this was so confusing.
Very.
He's in the back, and now Trish Stratus apparently has her own dressing room this week.
Yeah.
Last week she was in the women's locker room.
I love that happens. Like when they really need like a prominent thing, Trish or Lita will get their own dressing room.
Yeah. I also love like the dressing room plates are like it's like hot pink cheetah print, like and stuff like that, like from Claire's boutique, like.
I love Claire's.
So do I. All my girlfriends got a tiara from Claire's in high school.
Very that, but also you know what a Beanie Baby stan I am. Like I go Beanie Baby.
Yeah, they're Beanie Baby. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I think Claire still exists. Like
they do.
I've seen them. Oh, are they in like Mall? I've seen them at outlets before.
I've seen them at outlets. I'm trying to think if they are in malls. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw one though. Like,
I haven't been to a mall in a minute.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
that's the part.
So I'll have to make a trip to a mall.
They're slowly dying.
Yeah, a mall or MAL. We'll see. So anyway, so Chris Jericho is knocking on the door, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna come in, Trish. We're just coming in, and the shower's on." Don't worry, honey. It's just me, Jericho. So, I see you're in the shower. I'm not gonna look. And you probably don't want to talk to me. And this started out as a joke, but the joke's on me, Trish, because I fell for you.
Oh,
and I was a total jerk, and I just want to be part of your life. I just had to get this off my chest. And he's also like caressing the like dormitory style cinder block walls, like
stroking that cinder block.
He's like, so like,
what is that? What are you doing?
He's like,
is that how you
break the wall down? so
because that's incorrect.
It's just like that. The nails digging in like that. No.
No. This is giving me that video from College Humor from back in
the day. With like you want it like nice and dry. Like
how dry do you want it? Fun fact, the girl in that video is Kimmy Schmidt.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say the Office girl, but yes, that too. Yes. Oh my god, I love her. She's funny. Anyway, so then like he hears like, Chris, I really didn't know you cared. Look at me. Look at me. And he turns around and he actually screams. Because it is Mae Young.
Mae Young is taking a shower in Trish Stratus's locker room. And
why?
Why? Literally why?
Literally why? Happening? This would have made sense if they said women's locker room this week.
Right.
Like, but why is she in Trish's personal locker room? Also, why is she there showering?
I don't know. At 9:00 at night.
Okay. Yep. And she opens up her towel and flashes Jericho, and he like runs out of the room.
Yeah, makes a barfy face.
So, because old people are gross.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Even though we're all gonna get it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was weird.
Very weird. Didn't like this.
Didn't like it. Yeah, unnecessary for me. All right, well, let's
Can
go.
You see us like in like 20 years, like in our 50s, like talking Rhea Ripley. Like, I don't remember back in the day.
Remember when Rhea Ripley, she used to come out with the tattoos and the piercings. Now she took those things out her ears, and now they're just saggy holes. Remember she used to have the piercing in there.
I used to say the brutality.
I used to easily breathe the dreamings in her dreams.
So, I love that we both agreed that in 20 years we're going to be senile.
Yeah. I was like, we're only in our 50s. Like, I don't know why we're like dementia ridden. The way we've been living our lives, who knows?
I mean, I got a bottle of wine and took a German suplex last night.
It's Monday. So
let me get your nice little drink, and I'm just drinking. I mean, to be fair, whatever you're drinking probably has the same alcohol.
This is 4.5%. Well, I found these under my guest bed. I don't know who the fuck was here.
Congrats.
So thank you, guests. So all right, okay. So let's go over to SmackDown.
SmackDown. Alcohol percentage on wine.
So Shaniqua is out with the Bashams, but it's just a distraction because
it is just a distraction, but it was a worthy distraction because she was snatched this week.
She looked great. Silver, hair back, holding the belts, the lighting, like body, like looked great.
Yes, ma'am.
And the Bashams come from behind and take out Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty, who were their opponents for the night. And Shaniqua just gets in the ring and she like barks out. She's like, "Take him out! Make him pay!" And she gives Scotty like a vicious big boot.
That was my favorite part of the whole thing because,
same.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, the clothesline Russian leg sweep combo move that the Bashams do isn't that intense.
Sad.
Yeah,
it's very basic. It's stupid. I thought they did a better thing a few weeks ago, and I don't know why they changed it. I forget what it was, but I liked it more than whatever this is. I
mean, it's better than that like scary DDT from the second they were doing.
That's the one I liked.
Okay, it's cool looking, but that's one of those things that I watch, and it doesn't look like it hits clean. It's like a wrestler thing for me.
So someone could die?
Yeah, I'm like, this looks like death. I don't like this.
I think this move was called the ball and gag. They're
right.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So then, so I also don't know why this happened, but then Kurt Angle comes out.
Right.
Is he the GM? I'm so confused.
He's like, I just talked to Paul Heyman. I'm like, what?
I just talked to Paul Heyman, and let me tell you this. When you advertise, advertise, you have to have the match. I was like, what? Okay. What's happening? He's like, now you guys are going to wrestle Los Guerreros.
And it's like, why are you telling them that? Like, why are you here?
Yeah, like, are you lost? Speaking of dementia, do you know where you are? Like, come on, girl.
Because didn't Kurt Angle turn into a GM at one point?
Like after WrestleMania, so maybe this was his test.
Maybe this might be it.
The only thing I can think of, to be honest, when I think about it, I really don't know why he wrestled Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania. So maybe this was part of the reason. Like everyone's always like, yeah, Eddie and Kurt at WrestleMania, and I was like, I remember it, and I remember Kurt's hairy chest in the program, but like, yeah. I don't know why they wrestled.
Is the program what you call my dreams?
I can't remember if he had the hairy chest at. I was a big fan of the Kurt Angle hairy chest era.
I can tell your eyes got fluttery. You were.
Love Kurt Angle with the hairy chest. All right. So anyway, Shaniqua's mad that they have to wrestle. She's like, "Get out of my face!" The Guerreros come out. They're wrestling. They have him in like a Boston Crab at one point. She's like, "Break his back."
Girl.
So
I'm not gonna lie. Watching Eddie fight, do you ever just get so nostalgic? You're like, Eddie Guerrero.
I do. It actually is cute seeing him. I miss him.
Yeah.
And I don't miss a lot of the men. But yeah, so at one point, Shaniqua like chokes Eddie on the ropes. It's really her involvement. Again, like we said before in this podcast, they're kind of keeping her involvement more to a minimum lately, which is annoying.
Really annoying. Like, do something with her. Like, we need to one day just like, we keep saying this, we're going to wait for one of the weeks where there's no women whatsoever. But like, we need to do a ranking of like the biggest missed opportunities. Because like, if she's not number one, I don't know who is at this point.
Yeah. There was like someone sent me a news piece. I have to find it about like her, and now she teaches basketball, and like they showed her at her house and stuff like that, and they showed her action figure like on the China body and stuff like that that they made from Tough Enough, and I was like, release it. So anyway, so the Bashams retain the titles because Chavo tries to do like a sunset flip. One of the Bashams gets on top, and Shaniqua grabs his hands, and she's like, "Praise Jesus!" and like pulls him closer.
Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above. Something.
Veggie Tales. That
is not Veggie Tales.
That's Dragon Tales. Let's all go to Dragonland.
I actually have a fun Dragon Tales story.
Wait, do
recently.
Tell.
Recently, yeah. So, Marcos and I are just big children. That's who we are.
Yeah.
So, like, we'll go like thrifting and stuff, and we'll find like cute things. So the other day, we found Cassie as a little plushie from Dragon Tales.
Did you get it?
Oh yeah, he got it instantly. Amazing. Like, I saw it, and I was like, "Look!" And he's like, "This is coming home." Like that was literally the interaction verbatim.
Amazing.
But we were sitting there like pressing the chest for a while, going because it felt like it had a speaker in it, right? And it was just dead. And I was like, well, maybe we can fix it and see what she says and like talks. That sat on his shelf for like 3 weeks before I picked it up and was like, just playing with it. And then I finally realized that it wasn't a speaker in the chest. You squeeze the sides of her and her wings fly and flap.
Oh, that's right? So cool.
It was really cool. But the fun part of the story is just me as a grown man child sitting on his bed going, "Babe, get in here."
I figured out what she does.
She doesn't speak. She flies.
That's amazing. I love it. And I want it. So the Bashams win. And then they're
Yay,
like,
Jack and
now we're
Tails.
gonna we're gonna beat up Eddie. And then like they throw Chavo out of the ring and he grabs a steel chair. He's like, I'm gonna help, but not. And unfolds it and just sits there in the chair and watches and Google's hair transplants. And then the Bastions Sorry, it's like literally the first thing that came to my mind when I saw him.
Okay. Mine's thinning, so I can't say anything.
Is it thinning? It doesn't look like it's thinning.
It doesn't, but like as I feel it, I can tell, especially because I'm me and I know what my hair's like.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk to Hims.
Honestly, no, you should do it. Like, do it. Go for it. Go for it. If that ever happens to me, which I hope it doesn't, I think my hair's like really thick. Like I get yelled at when I go to the hair barcoders.
That you see me and mine is thinning. So like it's just honestly like it's one of those things like I'm never gonna be upset about aging. Like I'm just gonna fix it. I'm gonna look hot no matter what.
Fortunately, like I mean, like I have my mom's jeans, and like everyone in my family has like really.
You're wearing mom jeans?
No, my grandpa like had like a full head of hair like till he was like in his 90s. Like so, like I think I'll be okay. Like I don't really have any spots. I'm the only brother. Well, my little brother has really thick hair too, but my older brother didn't get our genes.
Oh.
Yeah, but so hopefully I'll be okay. I mean, I'm in my mid-30s. I think at this point.
Yeah, we'll see. It's like,
can you, like not say we'll see and just be supportive and be like, you'll always have a beautiful head of hair. Thank you. So anyway,
bitch.
Love you. All right. Moving on. So, well, the positive is neither of us have Chavo's issues. So,
I know. We're not Trumpers.
No. So got hair loss anyway. So the Bashams beat up Eddie some more, and then they just beat him up. And the crowd boos, and I think Chavo does something with him after, but that's pretty much the extent of that. So
that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
Now
That's
for
it.
the fun part.
The Nidia's in the back, and a security guard has her Nokia, and he's trying to call Jamie. I'm sorry, it went to voicemail. So
Oh, poor Nidia.
And she's like, and like struggles to get the phone back in her hand. Like, well, thank you. So it also is like a long transfer. Like that thing would have been like boop, boop, at that point. And then she takes it to leave a message. Jamie, hi baby, it's me Nidia again. I'm very worried about you. You've been gone for a long time. Your match is coming up. Please, I'm very worried about you. Call me as soon as you can. Let me know you're okay. So then Paul Heyman comes over. He looks so weird with hair. Speaking of hair loss.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old was he here? So
my God.
He's like, well, thank you for watching her. I think you're needed over there to security. Hi, Nidia. It's Paul Heyman. How are you? Hiya, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
How you doing? I'm not too good. You see, Jamie's in a match next against Tajiri, and I can't find him anywhere. Oh, he'll be right here. I just talked to him. He's on his way. I just talked to him. He's on his way. Yeah, I know how bad traffic can be at this hour. It's not. Girl, there's no traffic.
They're where? Like Tennessee?
And he's like, but if Jamie doesn't show up in time, I need to have a suitable replacement. No. Please don't take that away from him. Please, he'll be here. I promise. Nidia. No. The match is next, and the suitable replacement in the match against Tajiri is you.
The blind girl?
The blind suitable?
Is she like... Let's put her in a match with the person who blinded her.
Like really, this is abuse. What did Nidia do to him?
I don't know. Also, where's Jamie Noble?
He would get fined. We're like, so Nidia comes out with Paul Heyman leading her to the ring also. And this was just so funny to me because like Paul's like, he's like, okay, here's a step. Hold on, there's a step. Hold on. I get in the ring. All right. Okay, stay here.
We need to sing along to Jamie Noble and Nidia's theme song. Jamie Noble and Nidia. Jamie Noble and Nidia.
Yes. So Paul Heyman drags her to the center of the ring, and this sent me. He like yanks her walking stick thing out of her hand, and he's like, "No weapons in my match,"
which is really weird for the ECW owner to
say. No weapons. So Nidia is like waving her arms, like going crazy, like waving her arms. And like Tajiri just like rips her jacket off and then just like throws her. I mean, I will say she did some good bumping too.
She did. Like there was like fireman's carries and arm drags.
Yeah.
Like Nidia can go. I wish she's another missed opportunity. Like
absolutely. And to be honest too, they didn't really have any like Hispanic women at this time too, and like Puerto Rican women in general. I feel like between her and that, well, Victoria I think is part Puerto Rican, but they never really played that up. But like Zelina is like the next one I can really think of. Like,
there's got to be someone.
There's got to be someone along the lines, but like. But like the thing is like at this time period too, like representation I think was something that needed to happen. Obviously,
what nationality? Rosa Mendez?
Oh, she might be Puerto Rican. No, she's Mexican. I think, isn't she?
I mean,
I don't want to misspeak. I'm not sure. I have to Google her. But I know she's Latina in some aspect. But yeah, no, it's just like but she's a huge missed opportunity. Tajiri's laugh did send me like when he like flips her over, he's like, like
Tajiri's such a weird ass character to watch.
Yeah.
Like he's got the weirdest motivation to do everything that he does because like none of it really makes sense.
No, I don't think Tajiri knows what he wants. He one time tweeted in like Japanese, like at one of our posts, and it was like when Tori stripped out of her thing, and he's like, "This is when," and he wrote something like, "This is when I knew American audiences were stupid." Like I was like, "Oh, okay."
I mean, that's when that's what
when...
did it. The Crazy. Fact that the American audiences cheered for it.
So Tajiri hits a Russian leg sweep to win the match. And then he's like, I'm gonna beat up Nidia some more. And Rey Mysterio makes the save. Not during the match, when would have been more helpful, but he runs down. It's Rey. It's okay. What are you doing here?
I thought that was so sweet.
That was really sweet. What are you doing here? Where's Jamie? I'm helping you out. All right, let's go. So like he like helps her out of the ring, and then Jamie Noble comes running down from nowhere. Are you okay?
Nice jeans and a very nice, fancy long sleeve black.
I've never seen him in long sleeves.
I was like, you're well dressed. Like, who are you?
And he clocks Rey Mysterio. And like after helping Nidia, like, but I have to double check because I actually don't need to double check, but I'm pretty sure I could have sworn Jamie Noble gets the title shot at the Royal Rumble.
Maybe, I don't know, but I'm really kind of confused on what's happening here. Like, what's
lost? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's weird. I mean, it's getting crazy. And I don't really understand why he went missing though. So Nidia had to wrestle this.
I don't know. I feel like we're missing some sort of context.
We have to be, because like the thing is, why would he give up an opportunity to be champion to get number one to contender?
I don't know.
Unless they're gonna say, maybe next week they're gonna say you beat Nidia and not me.
That's fair. I don't know. I really don't understand. None of this makes sense.
I'm lost, but it's okay. But yeah, that's everything for this week. The girls were not on Velocity or Heat this week. So boo. Oh, I didn't have to track down any grainy footage. So yay. My favorite was the 1 week where not only was the video distorted, but the audio was distorted. And I remember like putting on, I was like, ah! Like it was like this Jacqueline match.
I think my favorite's still last week where everyone's head was cut off.
That was the worst footage.
That was pretty solid.
Who uploaded that?
Why?
The thing is, like, you took the time to cut off the people's head. Like, that's not how it was.
Like we said at the start of this, I love the internet.
Oh my god. All right, guys. Well, it's time for Figure This.
Figure this.
Hold on. I have to pull these things up just because. So they're called. All right. So I went to Ringside Collectibles Insta page to see if there were like any new releases like I wasn't really aware of, and there were these new things I had never seen before. I don't know if I'm excited about them or not, but they're called Bleacher Buddies, and they're kind of like a modern day version of like wrestling buddies.
Yeah.
Like and they only have men right now. But they have Cody Rhodes, which I like personally. I don't want this staring at me.
It's
scary.
Like every single one of them are
Brock Lesnar,
in his, which he's not even in his ring gear. He's in his redneck Lesnar gimmick.
Yeah, that's weird. The Undertaker, like old school Undertaker, John Cena, Stone Cold. Here's my thing. Well, I'll get to it in a second. Roman Reigns. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. Here's my thing. These are like for kids, I think, but like, are kids gonna want like 1990 Undertaker? Do they know who that is? Do they like know who Stone Cold or like Hulk Hogan? Like they probably do, but like I don't think kids are like, oh my god, I want like Undertaker from 30 years ago.
I mean, at this point with all wrestling stuff, they have to release some vintage people because like wrestling collectors are absolutely fucking insane. Like they literally are. And I'm saying that as a wrestling collector. Like I'm on a path to collect every women's figure ever made.
No, well, did I tell you my new thing I'm collecting? Well, first of all, actually I have to call the mail people tomorrow because there was an issue. They delivered, I think, a bunch of my packages to the wrong address, and I know exactly where they are. So like I'm not going to give my address on air, but good. But like there's another house around the corner from mine with the same address, and like where I live, like they always mix up packages. We get there sometimes, they get ours. It's so annoying. But like I had like, of course today I had like a shit ton of stuff come, and all of it's there. Yeah. So, but anyway, I've been collecting Pink Ranger stuff lately. I was like, you know what? There's like a lot of really cool Pink Ranger stuff. Like there's a Pink Ranger Barbie. Like I'm getting some of the vintage figures. I ordered like a Pink Ranger communicator off Etsy to like just like display like love just it. Like right. Like I'm just like, you know what? Like I already have a bunch of Pink Ranger stuff. So like I have like a big walk-in closet and we have a dresser in there. And on my side, it's like kind of miscellaneous stuff. I was like, I'm going to make this like a little Pink Ranger section. No. And like, right? Like, so like, but I've been collecting some of that stuff. But one of the things I'm going to get is like, remember the stuffed animals of the Power Rangers?
Yeah.
I'm getting a Pink Ranger one. So
I want to get all of them with like the actual hard heads.
Yes. They were so fun.
I used to have all of them as a kid. My parents got me all of them and I want them
so cool. I will say, like, it is so cool to like go on eBay and like be reminded of like some of this like stuff I had as a kid, and I'm like, oh my god, I missed this. So like, it's cool. It's cool now. Like
where it went.
Wait, what?
And do you like sit there and go, where did this go?
Yes. Well, here's the thing. So I know the thing is, I used to have so much Power Ranger stuff, and I literally know where none of it from my childhood is. Like, I think. What happened? So here's two things. Hurricane Floyd was like a big hurricane that like hit New Jersey like as a kid, and I think our basement flooded. So I think some of it got thrown out then, and then I think when we moved out of like my childhood home. So when we moved out of my childhood home, my dad like just got rid of a bunch of stuff and like so my mom was like sick at the same time. So like my dad like did a lot of it himself. So I think he was just like, I'm just throwing everything fucking out. So I think he like threw out like which it kind of makes me sad because I was like, there was a lot of stuff I would have loved to go through, just like know where these things are. Because like I had like a Kimberly and Trini Barbie, like I had like a talking Pink Ranger that like I found on eBay for like $20. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna, and like I remember like I got that for my birthday in 2nd grade. My dad took me to KB Toys and he's like, you can get whatever you want. And
KB Toys.
I miss KB Toys, superior to Toys R Us. Sorry, it's not sorry.
Superior.
And I picked the Pink Ranger that talks, and you pressed her belt buckle and she went, totally styling.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Also, can I say, I was sitting there giggling as you were explaining this because I love that figure this week was, there's these things called wrestling buddies and we fucking hate them. Let's talk about Power Rangers.
Yeah, these things suck. I was just, I don't know. Do you want any girls like this?
If they made them, I might get them. It depends on how they look.
If they made it China, but it'd probably be DX China, which I don't really want. Like, I'm so irritated they keep making DX China stuff. Like, I'm happy about it, but I want like 1990. I need a 1999 like Mattel China, like in one of her sick outfits from then.
I need those because like the amount of DX Chinas that we've gotten, like for my little toy blog that I do, Toy Dork, Instagram and Facebook. So I take like group shots whenever I get new figures of things to make for like the cover albums on Facebook. And there's so many DX Chinas at this point that I forgot one of them on the thing. I was like, oh, it's fine. It's good.
I am happy we at least got a 2001 one. It's fine. I did put up one of the things I'm waiting on, I'm pissed about it too, that also got delivered today to the wrong address, and I better get it because I got it off eBay, was I got Milkomania Stephanie because I'm displaying Golden Era girls. I included China in that because she's adjacent enough. 2001 China, because 2001 on. And because I opted for Milkomania Stephanie over the 2000 Stephanie and the SMH shirt that they made, just because it's more Golden Era.
True, but honestly, like that SMH shirt, Stephanie,
it's good. It's really good.
Good figure.
It's a good figure. I have it too, but I think I want to display Milkomania stuff just because she could also be GM's stuff when she was like wearing like the booty shorts and stuff. I don't know, but I will show you when it comes. But I ordered a custom Golden Era championship to start getting signed by all of the girls we've covered on the show. And Joey left. So there's that. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a recording without one. All right, guys. Well, since Joey's maybe not here anymore, let's see. You guys can follow us on social media. Joey's. You can follow Joey at Joey_Mayberry on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all those good things. You guys can follow me at Jake Isn't Jacob on Twitter and Instagram. And also be sure to follow our show, Golden Era _pod, on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Be sure to leave us a review. 5 stars is the best. Joey, anything else? Jesus, man. Oh, well, he's back. Wait, he can do it himself. Joey, anything else? Okay, I just ran through our socials.
So literally, it was my mom calling, and I was like, okay, I'm going to hang up real quick. Then she calls back immediately after, and I hang up real quick. She calls back immediately after.
Oh, that's a scary one. Okay.
No,
okay?
No, it's my mom. There's not an emergency.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's like for me, like that's like someone died. Like,
well, on the third one, like this whole thing just decided, oh well, fuck you, and StreamYard just like shut down on me. So like,
well, Joey, anything else?
Jesus, Mom.
Oh, that might be my favorite one ever. All right, guys. All right. Well, have a golden week and no weapons in my match.